Thanks for sending me this crappy game. Coal would have been nice, or even better, a bag of poop. So thanks. Home Alone 2 on the NES. Now, just like in the movie, you're anywhere but home. You're lost in New York. Now, I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel with this one. I mean, the first Home Alone game was so bad, why would you even bother with this one? Well, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Now the first thing I noticed, besides of course the title screen and the strangely placed credit scroll, is that the game is actually in memory of someone. Now that's sad. So you start the game trying to escape from this hotel because they found out that you used a stolen credit card. Now you don't want to with this hotel. They'll get everybody after you. Not even just the people who work there, but bouncing old ladies with umbrellas, mops. Yeah, crazy bloodthirsty mops will try to get you. Vacuum cleaners. Yeah, they'll suck you up. Then there's suitcases. Even the suitcases are trying to run you over. Now another thing I noticed right away was that the sound effects are taken straight from Bart versus the Space Mutants. Now that's common for a video game company to recycle their own sound effects, but that was a claim, and this is THQ. Damn robbers. Now nothing in the game really makes any sense. You're just running around and get the off me! And there's a guy throwing a key. Now, in the world of video games, a key is usually a good thing. You collect keys and use them to open doors, but not this game. The key kills you. Then you go into these rooms which have absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Sometimes you can find items, some of which can be used as temporary weapons, but the main idea is that you just run to the right until you reach the end. But then what happens? Nothing. You can't go anywhere. You press the button and wait for the elevator, but it doesn't happen. Meanwhile, these suitcases keep flying at you, so you start walking to the right, but no, that doesn't work either. So what do? You go back and explore the whole level, exhausting every possibility until you realize, yes, you are supposed to wait for that elevator. I end up pushing the button like 100 times, and I'm being serious. I don't know if it makes a difference, but basically, you gotta wait for that elevator. Then it starts dropping you off on random floors. You run all the way to the right again, only to be faced with the same problem. It's a dead end. So what do? You go left again, and when you get back to the elevator, only then can you advance to the next random floor. It doesn't make any logical sense. So you're just going around dodging everything, and sometimes it's impossible to jump over people, so you really need a weapon, which you can sometimes find in these rooms, but watch out for those crazy maids that throw pillows which look like bloody butcher knives missing handles. When you see the old ladies, you slide on your knees like Pete Townsend, which is probably the best part of the game. Sometimes the slide can kill things, and other times it can't. I didn't even know it could be used as an attack until I got to the chef, because that's the only way to get past him, is to slide into him. Now, of course, every time you hit him, he removes another article of clothing. Now his shirt's gone, and do I really want to do this? Oh, God. Then he leaves his hat and it turns into a pizza. Okay. There's really no consistency in this game at all. For example, most of your enemies, you can stun them and then just pass by. But this doesn't work. You shoot him in the and then he still has his way. I just want to get up on those boxes so I can jump over them. But you can't. You can jump on the boxes to the right, but you can't jump on the ones on the left. I mean, what kind of sense does that make? Some of the poles you can climb, and some of them you can't. Some of the potted plants you can jump on the plant itself, but other times when you're in desperate need, you can't. It's like the game keeps changing the rules. Here, get up the ladder. Get up the ladder. There's birds all over me. Get up the ladder. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, you miserable piece of games all my life. Games. I hate games, and I hate Christmas because Christmas means more games. Humbug! Bah!
Motherfucker to hell!
Greetings, nerd! Forgive this intrusion, for it is I, the ghost of Christmas past! Greetings, nerd! Forgive this intrusion, for it is I, the ghost of Christmas past!
I ain't seeing this.
Why do you doubt your senses, nerd?
Because I wasn't ready to go completely insane tonight.
But you're already there, drowning in your own misery and torment.
You see this?
I do see that,
But you're not looking at it.
but I see it.
Look, Ghost, why do you come to me?
Well, to take you back to the past.
To play the games that suck? No thanks.
This is your past, nerd.
Oh wow, that's me. I'm playing round 42. That was the shit, I remember that. Oh no, that's my first time playing the NES. Well, there's my dad in his underwear taking out the trash. At least he's not making me take out the trash. Oh, and that's me playing Mario 2. At least we all thought it was Mario 2.
I don't know how you get in there. There's a wall block. So I don't know how to get in. Yikes, I'm not going down there. This isn't fair.
I remember nothing but torture. Oh, that's that fateful Christmas day when I got my Super Nintendo.
My first 16-bit machine.
Do you remember the excitement?
Who are you?
The ghost of Christmas present.
Well, what do you want?
I just wanted to remind you of the fond memories you had of the Super Nintendo. You remember Metroid, Zelda, Mario? You only choose to dwell on crap. You know what you're doing right now?
Talking to you?
No, this is all out of body, don't you get it? Right now you're looking back and reviewing one of the worst games on the Super Nintendo.
Shaq Fu. Just the name makes people cringe. Like you don't even want to go there. So it's a fighting game with a storyline that begins with Shaq wandering into a Chinese shop for whatever reason, and an old man tells him he has to save some kid. So Shaq just goes along with it, steps in the portal, and ends up in the second world. I guess we live in the first world, so this is the second. So you're wandering around fighting everybody you meet, including a goblin sort of thing, some crazy cat, a Persian prince I guess, and all kinds of weird aliens and a mummy warrior. I never even heard of such a thing. I just don't know about this. It's really weird. I kind of liked Full House Tournament Fighter. At least that had more appropriate characters. Now, this is one of those multi-console games which appeared on both the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis Mega Drive console, and most of the time the Super Nintendo version was better, which means I'd really hate to see the Genesis version. Now, besides the ridiculous concept, the dull sound effects, and everything else, the rotten core where this game's stank bull stems from is in its godforsaken control. The controls are mutilated. Atrocious. They're especially unresponsive when you're trying to execute a special move, and most of the time, you find yourself trying to get close enough to your opponent to hit him. You just end up jumping all around until the clock runs out. This game falls between the crack of basketball fans and fighting game fans. It doesn't please anybody. I also got to mention that there also used to be a website dedicated to finding and destroying every cartridge of this game. It's that bad. Now, I can go into depth and describe the controls and every last detail why this game is so god-awful, but I don't even have to. The name says it all. The title doesn't even sound good. Shaq Fu? It's like a joke. I mean, just the fact that they can release a fighting game starring Shaquille O'Neal and call it Shaq Fu pretty much proves that you could put Fu at the end of anything. How about Robin Williams Fu or U2 Fu? I mean, who came up with this? What, were they smoking crack up their? Oh, Ghost, please, I can't stand it anymore. Ghost? Where are you? Oh my God. I know who you are. Dreadful apparition, why must you trouble me? Why do spirits walk the earth, and what do you want from me? Oh my God. You remember the Nintendo Wii? Yeah, it's actually what they called it. But it was very revolutionary when it first came out. But looking at it now, it's like a baby's toy. Now, I got this bullshit game called Far Cry Vengeance. Now you put the word vengeance at the end of anything, and it's sure to suck.
Hey, big fella. You look like the kind of man who can handle himself.
You look like the kind of woman I'd like to handle.
Oh, have you been with the rebels?
I'm not that kind of rebel, pal.
I'm not your pal, you bastard guy.
Oh, look at that. Look at all the grass growing. Kind of like in Creepshow. Hey, yo, stupid I'm right behind you, face. Kill him, kill him. There you go. Yeah, right in the The control is awful. Now it's time for Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz.
Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz.
Oh, man. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. Alright, now despite being a pretty good game, there's the party games. And instead of just having a few really good ones, they just have a whole bunch of really ones. They just suck, should I say, monkey. I mean, it doesn't even have anything to do with the monkeys. You're just a dog going around trying to move the sheeps off the screen. Oh, it's fruit. Yeah, get the fruit in the basket. It's fruit. This is the worst thing ever. Look at this. Move! Move! What? Look at this. God! Oh. What were they thinking? I'd rather drink diarrhea sauce. Alright, it's time to boogie. Boogie, 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 boogie. Spirit, please have mercy. I can't stand to look at this anymore. No! No! It's Christmas. I haven't missed it. You little It's Christmas! What a glorious Christmas day! Look at all these games. Look at all these games. I think I'm gonna play Super Mario World. Yeah, this game's awesome. In fact, I should just play good games from now on. Man, that. Let's play some ones.